calculation involving unit cell dimension. Uh, Already we know that there is from the unit cell dimension, it is possible to calculate the volume of the unit cell. Is knowing the density of the metal, we can calculate the mass of the atoms in the unit cell. The determination of the mass of a single atom gives an accurate method of determination of a Avogadro constant. Suppose edge length of a unit cell of a cubic crystal determined by the X-ray diffraction studies. That is X-ray diffraction A. Edge length is A and the density is D. That is the density of the solid substance and the metal, that is molecular mass of the substance. So volume of a unit cell, that is what, A cube. Volume of unit cell is A cube, already we know that. Then mass of the unit cell, mass of unit cell is equal to Z into M, that is Z into M. Here Z, that is number of atoms in a unit cell. This is M. This M indicates mass of each atom. Okay, so that this here Z here is the number of atoms present in the one unit cell and M is the mass of the single atom. Okay, then the mass of atoms present in the unit cell is equal to, simply we can write M is equal to capital M divided by Na. This is Avogadro constant. M is the molar mass of the substance. So then therefore the density of the unit cell is what? Density of the unit cell is so mass of unit cell divided by mass of unit cell divided by the volume of unit cell. Volume of unit cell. So here the mass of the unit cell is what? Z into M. Volume of unit cell, already we know that, A cube. So A cube then into, that is A cube into Avogadro number, Avogadro constant, Na or N0. So the formula is D, the density of the unit cell is equal to D is equal to Zm divided by A cube power Na. So this is the density calculation formula. Imperfection in solid. Although we know that the crystalline solid have long range, that is ranges long as well as the short range. The arrangements of their constituent particles is available, that is we know that. Here the crystal is not perfect. The crystal is not perfect. So usually a solid consists of an aggregate of large number of a small crystal. So these small crystals have defect in them. This happens when crystalline process occurs at fast or moderate rate. Single crystals are formed when a process of crystalline occurs extremely slow rate. So even these crystals are not free of defects. So the defects are basically irregularities in the arrangements of the constituent particles. So broadly speaking, the defects are two types, namely point defects and the line defects. Point defects and the line defects. So here first the point defects. They are irregularities of deviation from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in the crystalline substance. The line defect, the irregularities of deviation from ideal arrangement in entire rows of the lattice points. So this irregularity is called crystal defects. So this irregular called crystal defects. Then the types of the crystal defect, usually the point defects can be classified into three types, that is stoichiometric defects, non-stoichiometric defects, and the impurity defect. Stoichiometric defect, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. So three types are available. Here first we will discuss the stoichiometric defect. So these point defects do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. So they are also called intrinsic or the thermodynamic defect. Intrinsic or the thermodynamic defect. Basically these have two types, the vacancy defects and the interstitial defect. First one is the stoichiometric defect. So these are two types, that is one is vacancy, another one is interstitial. Interstitial defect. So first, vacancy defect. The vacancy defect, when some of the lattice are vacant, the crystal is said to have the vacancy defect. For example, like this. In a crystal system like this, so this is called vacancy defect. This is vacant position. This vacancy defect, density of the substance usually decreases. Density of the substances decreases. This is very important point. Then this defect can also develop when a substance is heated. Okay. Then interstitial defect. The interstitial defect, the constant particles, that is atoms or ions or molecules, occupy in the interstitial crystals, interstitial position, that is the interstitial site. For example, so this is the regular arrangement. The interstitial site means the molecules are present like this. So this is the interstitial site. So this is called interstitial defect. The interstitial defect increase the density of the substance. This is increase the density of the substance. This vacancy defect decrease the density of the substance. Okay. Then the stoichiometric defect, this vacancy defect, the vacancy and interstitial defect explain, that is the non-ionic solid. This is for the non-ionic solid. Suppose the ionic solids must have the maintain electrical neutrality rather than the simple vacancy or the interstitial defect. This for ionic solid, this shows the Frenkel or the Schottky defect. Frenkel and Schottky defect. Frenkel defect after. First, Frenkel defect. The Frenkel defect means the defect usually shown in the ionic solid. The smaller ion, that is the cation, is dislocated from the normal side to the interstitial side. It creates a vacancy defect at its original site and its interstitial defect in the new location. For example, plus minus plus, then minus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, like this. See here, the frontal defect, this plus is locating in the interstitial site. So this type of defect is called Frankel defect. Here one vacant space is formed. This type of defect is called Frankel defect. So Frankel defect is also called dislocation defect because of the plus charge is dislocated to the another site. So it is also called dislocation defect. It does not change the density of this solid. This is the main point. It does not change the density of the substance. Here the density of the substance is decreasing for the vacancy. For the interstitial, increase the density of the substance. Here does not change the density of the substance. Does not change the density of the substance. So for example is zinc sulfide, silver chloride, silver bromide, like this. So these are the silver iodide. So due to the small size of the zinc 2 plus and the Ag plus ion, so that it shows the Frankel defect. Next is the Schottky defect. The Schottky defects usually basically the vacancy defect in the ionic solid in order to maintain the electrical neutrality. So the number of equal number of cations and anions are missing from the site. For example, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, then minus, plus. Look at here. Here plus minus, this is plus. So plus, minus, plus. So sorry, minus, plus this. Look at here. Here the positive ion and here the negative ion. That is the equal number of cations and anions are missing. So this type of defect is called Schottky defect. Usually the simple vacancy defect, that is Schottky defect, also decrease the density of the substance. Here affect the density, that is decrease the density of the substance. The number of defects in the ionic solid is quite significant. Example is sodium chloride. Then some example like KCl, sodium chloride, NaCl, KCl, AgBr, silver bromide. You look at this silver bromide, both Schottky and Frankel defect is example silver bromide. Okay, and then the next third is that second is the impurity defect. The first one is the stoichiometric defect. Second is the impurity defect. In impurity defects, the molten NaCl containing a little amount of the strontium chloride. So strontium chloride is crystallized. So some of the sites of the sodium ions, look at this, the sodium ions are occupied by strontium ions. Look at here, the strontium ions. So each strontium ion replaces the two sodium ions. So it occupies the site one ion and the other site remains vacant. So look at this, the other site remains vacant. So this cationic vacancies that produce are equal in number of that the strontium 2 plus ion. So another example of the solid solution of cadmium chloride and the zinc silver chloride, AgCl and the cadmium chloride. Okay, then next is the non-stoichiometric defect. The non-stoichiometric defect. Non-stoichiometric defect. See, the defects are discussed so far do not disturb the stoichiometric and the crystalline solid substance. However, a large number of non-stoichiometric inorganic solids are known which contain the constituent elements in non-stoichiometric ratio due to the defects in the crystal structure. So these defects are two types, that is metal excess defect and the metal deficiency. Metal excess and metal deficiency. Metal deficiency defect. So first we will discuss the metal excess defect. The metal excess defect is due to the anionic vacancy. See, the alkali halide like sodium chloride, potassium chloride usually shows this type of defect. When a crystal of the sodium chlorides are heated in atmospheric of sodium vapor, the sodium atoms are deposited on the surface of the crystal. The chloride ions are the diffuse. So the surface of the crystal and combined with the sodium atoms to give the sodium chloride. So this happened loss of electrons by sodium atoms from the sodium ion. So they release the electron diffused into the crystal and an anionic site. So usually like a result of the crystalline of the excess of sodium, the anionic sites are occupied, that is by unpaired electrons, usually called F center. F center. That is anionic sites are occupied by unpaired electrons are called F center. They yield the color of the crystals of sodium chloride. The color of the result in the excitation of these electrons when they absorb energy from the visible light falling on the crystal. So similarly, excess of lithium makes the lithium chloride crystals pink, and excess of potassium makes the potassium chloride crystals violet or lilac, like this. So the metal excess defect due to the presence of the extra cation in the interstitial site. So the zinc oxide is like white in color at the room temperature. On heating, it loses the oxygen and turns yellow. So zinc oxide on heating, it turns yellow. Zinc 2 plus and half moles of O2 plus 2 electrons are losses. White to yellow. Then the excess of zinc is crystal and formula has become the zinc like this Zn1 plus X go like this. So the excess of zinc plus ions are moved to the interstitial site and the electron to the neighboring interstitial site. Then next is the metal deficiency defect. There are many solids which are difficult to prepare in the stoichiometric composition and they contain less amount of the metals compared to the stoichiometric proportion. A typical example is iron oxide, which is mostly found in the composition of the iron, that is Fe 0.95, like this. Okay, so this it may actually ranges Fe 0.930 to Fe 0.96. So this is the actual range. So in the crystal of the FeO, some of the Fe2 plus ion, that is ferrous 2 plus cations are missing, and the loss of positive charge is made by the presence of the required number of Fe3 plus, that is ferric ions.